Hey everybody, it's Mike with Monkey Fab Garage, monkeyfabgarage.com. And it's the weekend, getting towards the weekend after Thanksgiving. Eventful week. So I've been going to tuning school and learning how to tune, which is mostly just doing math all day long. Man, I thought we would be doing some tuna but we did. We rolled some stuff and learned some stuff. A lot of math, man. I was not at 52. I don't want to go back and learn math, but we're there every day crunching the numbers, and I'm learning, and that's good. You need resistance in your life to stay fit. But there's been a lot on my mind lately. I was watching Cletus's last video about it was just a quick one he did about the business and kind of their trials and tribulations over this year. And what he said at the end of it like touched me because it's been in my heart so much. And that was that he does his business with his friends, right? His friends and his family. And if you've heard that, like, don't do business with your friends and family. But it's been a blessing for me. I can't think of any other way I'd want to do it because I brought my friends in. It wasn't always smooth, boy. It was it was a lot of work. Managing different egos and, dealing with money, having money for the first time in your life because, being in the military, you don't really have money and what to do with that and what God wants you to do with that, I think is the important thing. And how do you lift the people up around you? There's not much to it. I've recently heard about somebody that sold their stuff out and it's cool. I get that. It was such a struggle to get here. I can't imagine ever selling out. What I did was I gave away. You see the difference there? I didn't sell, I gave. My friends who run the business now, I don't run this business now, the Monkey Fab business, they do all the work. I occasionally weld some stuff, and I go to school to become a tuner. And maybe I'll start my own tuning business, but they do all the work. So it was real simple. I just gave them the business, right? It wasn't that hard. I keep a part of it, and these magic checks show up. And that's not the part I care about, though. The money part isn't. The part that I care about is the part where I care about those guys and their family and their kids. And it's neat. It's neat watching their kids get interested in the business, maybe, and what the future holds for them. That's what I wanted to do, was just pass along. I didn't have kids of my own. So it's neat to see them. I mean, they become my adopted family. So we've shared. We worked hard. And I used to think it was me. I thought like, wow, Mike, you're so good. Look how you go, but I was told it wasn't me, right? Like you realize you can't do this on your own. If you've been successful, there's lots of other people and things that have been involved in that success. So I consider it important to share. I would... My idea of success is not being buried with a stack of cash in my coffin. That makes no sense. I don't even care. I don't even care how much money you have. I don't care about your shiny things. They're cool. And if that's what pushes you and motivates you to keep moving, do that. But I don't care about the who's got the most money game. And you could be like, well, that's because you can't win. And that would be true. I think that's fair. But it's honestly not how I feel in my heart. I just don't give a shit. Even my cars, I could afford nice cars, and you guys see what I drive. They're not that nice. And when I do have expendable money, it goes into tools, not shiny things to try to make people jealous that I don't know. It's a stupid fucking concept to do that. There's a great book called Envy, written by Helmut Schumach, I believe, that you should read. It's tough. It's like 1,000 pages, and it was originally written in German. But it's you don't have to read the whole thing. You can just go a couple chapters and you'll get the gist of it. The envy is like the worst. It's the worst. It's the most toxic thing around. Learn to clap, learn to cheer for your friends. The other thing is take your money and put it in tools that you can make more if that's important to you. But the biggest thing is to share, right? You're gonna fall. Eventually, you're going to fall. It happens to everyone. And when you do fall, hopefully you have the people there that you need to pick you up and keep you moving forward. Because that's a blessing. That's the biggest thing in life. As long as you got the basics covered. And love is important. And you got to put out what you want back, right? It's got to be a mirror. And when you put it out, it's not going to be instant return. It's not, it doesn't work like that. You have to over time be what you want to be, what you want to see in other people. That's just the basic idea that I learned in the Army, is like, you lead by example. You do what needs to be done. And we can see our whole country over the last 20, 30 years, all we've done is exported our jobs and our tax dollars overseas, made business difficult to do and function here in our country. And we haven't teamed up to say this is bullshit. We keep arguing, pretending that there's, a good and a bad side. And if we just vote, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You got to do it yourself. In your community, with your people, you guys got to get out there and you got to be the change. You can't be lazy. If you want it, and that's success. That's success. At the end of the day, it's who you touched in your life, who you picked up. And what they've done, because that envy can be a cancer and it spreads, but that love, that spreads too, and it's important. So I would highly recommend it, to do business with your friends and family, care about each other, be understanding, try to be honest. The hardest part is being honest and having honest conversations. You can talk to my guys and they'll tell you that Mike has said things that were absolutely horrible, right? And and they were tolerant of me when I was getting on their ass and this and that. So, but ultimately it's about love, right? And my team is my team. Like, I can't imagine letting go of these guys for a few bucks. That'd be wild. So, anyway, that was what was on my mind as far as like Pete's car is concerned. The dash is in. Look at this. Look at that, right? Pretty neat. I got all the wiring done. The only thing that seems to not be working is a backup camera that I spent so much time on. So I got to fix that out. But we're about ready to crank this thing. It needs hoses, so we're going to take it over to my buddies and get the hoses done. I still got to wire the Nano, like 3 wires I got to put in and a plug. So that's what we're doing on the Mustang right now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And until next time, it's Mike with Monkey Fab signing out.